Hello, Hamish here from mortgagesonline.co.nz. I've got Dev Sandhu with me. How are you, Dev Sandhu?
Pretty good, man. Hope everyone is up there safe.
Yeah, and we're talking about the monetary policy statement out today. What do you reckon, Dev?
And I would say blood is already on the street. Unstoppable Reserve Bank has increased the OCR rate third time in a row.
Yeah, now, hey, a lot of the opinions here today, very generic stuff. Seek independent legal, I was going to say legal, but financial advice from good advisors like us if you need to make a decision on some of the stuff. But look, the OCR, the last time it was 1%, was way back before COVID, February 2020, around that time.
Yep.
It was 1%, and we're back there again.
Yeah.
Within the space of 6 months. 3 movements up. However, I'd like to point something out, Dev. There was something else mentioned.
Yes, the Reserve Bank wants to rewind LSAPs, $5 billion per year.
Correct. So apart from increasing this OCR, the committee's also agreed to commence the gradual reduction of the Reserve Bank's bond holdings under the large-scale asset purchase, LSAP, program, through both bond maturities and managed sales. Now, what does that mean for you? Okay. Now, first of all, back to the OCR. What do you think is going to happen to the short-term rates?
Look, short-term rate, the banks have already factored that in ahead of this OCR announcement, so we may not see a massive move in the short term because they have already made that move.
Some of the retail banks had preemptively made. Some of them actually thought it might move even 0.5 up.
But
so
with the long term, we just mentioned about the LSAT, so we may not see a massive change yet, but in coming up to future, that could be a different scenario.
Yeah, because even in this report, some members of the actual committee noted that longer term interest rates may change as the market analyses the net effect on bond supply. And I tell you the change they're talking about there, Dev, it's not down. There's a clue, So the thing is, basically, $5 billion a year is what they want to start reducing the LSAP program by to some extent. So effectively, that feeds through Treasury bonds. Maybe get sold back, government bonds back to Treasury. Treasury then goes maybe possibly up to the markets, which may affect bond prices, which may feed into longer-term interest rates. In saying that, look, in a way, the Reserve Bank, what they've done here is actually a little bit more nicely balanced than we might think. Why have they done this? 5.9% CPI. So inflation is up.
It's up.
Right? They've got to do something.
High,
They've got to do something. But in a way, look, it is kind of finely balanced, this whole thing. It's actually smarter than we think, because the bark here, I think, is stronger than the bite, because it's only 0.25 up. It's not 0.5. A lot of the stuff they're talking about unwinding here is on the horizon. It's not here yet. So, and with it being on the horizon, the beauty is that depending on market conditions and what happens, the Reserve Bank can change its mind if it wants to.
So the message out here for everyone out there, please do not listen to what other people are doing. Your individual circumstances is based on your financial position. Your friends and family's position could be different.
Yes.
So when you want to refix or think about your financial position, we're happy to answer that. If you have any questions, we just pick up the phone, call us. We're happy to answer that.
Look, these days the financial advice industry has changed quite a lot, so seek independent financial advice from your own financial advisor or financial advisors such as ourselves. But yeah, Dev, you're right in that some people, hey, if you're going to sell your house next year, you don't want to fix for 5 years, do you?
No, definitely not.
Possibly not. So there's a lot of little things like that to consider. Yeah, but anyway, thank you for listening to the bulk of this. Anything else you want to add, Dev?
Well, stay safe. If you have any questions, just give us a call, and we're there for you.
Let's get back to work. What do we do back there? We've got to get in there and start moving some paper, mate. What are we going to do today?
Since one of the main bank have opened their doors Again, for over 80% deal.
Yes, yeah.
We're not going to put any name that you guys might see in the news.
Yep, one of the first few now. They're starting to open the gates again for first-home buyers.
Yeah. So don't lose a hope. You'll see sunshine soon.
Well, yes, there's only good things on the horizon apart from interest rates, right? But I mean, look, hey, the Reserve Bank, obviously, it means there's enough robustness in the economy, hopefully, for these kind of signals to come out, and where we can put a bit more gas in the tank, bank a little bit of these rates up our sleeve for the next possible thing that could happen, and hopefully for many years to come it doesn't. But then that's what the OCR is about, really, and unwinding some of the stuff is making sure we can get through the next storm. That's your cell phone, Dev. Jeez.
Gotta be busy.
It's okay, mate. It happens. We've got to keep answering calls here, mate. That's how we do it. Thanks for
everyone.
watching. See ya.